kcisthetown.com. This is a story about Andre Tolan, 22, from Kansas City. On January the 23rd, 2020, Andre linked up with Malik Sherman, 23, and his brother Michael Sherman, 27. The three men got into the brothers' vehicle and headed to 68th Street to conduct a za transaction. After they arrived at their destination, an unidentified man walked up to the brothers' car with a blick in his hand. The unidentified person fired multiple rounds at the brothers' vehicle. The brothers believed they were being robbed. Michael's first reaction was to return fire. Michael shot several bullets through the back windshield toward the shooter. Glass, bullets, and shells were flying around the car like an action movie. One brother drove as the other brother continued to shoot at the unidentified individual through the back window. After the unsuccessful robbery attempt, the three men drove to the East Hills Village apartment on Monroe Avenue. The men arrived a little after 6 p.m. They exited the vehicle and escorted Andre, the middleman, to the breezeway. The brothers believed Andre set them up to be lashed. They considered giving Andre the beats, but they considered potential retaliation if they let him go. Surveillance cameras watched as Michael fired multiple .40 caliber rounds, striking Andre several times. Malik jumped in the fight and blicked Andre numerous times with a .556. Andre froze and fell face down on the ground. Two women in an apartment heard loud gunfire, followed by the Sherman brothers walking into the home with their blicks out. The brothers put their firearms in a bedroom before leaving the apartment. The woman followed the brothers as they left the apartment. The women seen Andre's body as they walked behind the Sherman brothers. One of the women called 12. The renter gave 12 permission to search her apartment. The officers recovered 2 firearms. The Sherman brothers were charged with 1 count of second-degree murder, 1 count of kidnapping, and 2 counts of armed criminal action. Okay, Andre should have bought y'all the money. He's the middleman. When did the middleman start sitting with the plug while the plug meets a third party? That's not the way middlemaning goes. A middleman's job is to keep confidentiality between the two parties. That way, they don't know you and you don't know them. It's the middleman. That's why it's called middleman. If you're a middleman, you don't introduce nobody. Because whoever you introduced, if they backdoor that person or lash that person, they're going to come back to you. You're the first person they're going to come to. I don't care when they get lashed. If you introduce them to these people, it's your fault if anything goes wrong. That's the risk of being a middleman. You don't make much. You get to pinch. You pinch here, you pinch there. You get you some personal. But to be honest, a majority of middlemen are bums. Not all, but some. Because most people don't want to be a middleman unless it's like into a family member or close friend. It's too risky being a middleman. And this story is the reason why. The middleman runs up to the house and comes back down. All right? You don't sit in the car with the people. You could have let the middleman out. If the middleman can't produce the money, that's it. Okay, what happened to a two-piece? You considered just beating him up, but that wasn't enough. They thought he'd come back. What kind of middleman is he? Because most middlemen don't come back. Just being honest. They could have beat him up, and that's it. All you had to do was beat him up. That would have been the end of it. Don't come around here no more. Don't come around me no more. We know what you did. You backdoored us. But it wasn't worth what you did because by y'all stepping on Andre, y'all can't get no money now. So that was a bad business move. And I know the Sherman brothers were crude businessmen. They were relentless businessmen. The Sherman brothers were relentless businessmen. They didn't want to hear no excuses. They didn't want to hear no shoulda, woulda, coulda. You did that, now you're going to suffer the consequences. We don't care anymore. I'm going to blick you, go in the house, put the gun up, and then go about my day. While your body is still out in the front breezeway, twitching. I don't care who sees you. I didn't do it. I seen him laying there just like everybody else did. I heard shots just like everybody else did. It's black on black crime. Nobody cares. I didn't do it. Scoop him up. I gotta make some more moves. Come on, brother. We're like Michael Jackson and Tito of murder. They were very nonchalant about it. I'ma hit him with the 40 twice, and my bro hit him 2 times with the 5.56. He froze up, fell on his face, bruised his face, and you just walked off and left him there. The middleman. Okay. Why would y'all do that in front of your apartment and you know your apartment is under surveillance? That doesn't make any sense. All public places, like apartments and stores, have cameras. So you wasn't trying to get away. It wasn't very smart. And I'm sure by now you thought of a million ways you could have did it a better way. Why would you let the women come outside and see Andre? And I'm sure the women know you knew Andre. And when 12 came, they snitched on you. After they called 12 and 12 came, the women snitched on you. Both of you. You and your brother. So evidently, those were op thoughts. Those were op bitches. Hey, this nigga that killed this other nigga in front of my house with my kids in here, they gotta go to school in the morning. And then the nigga put the blick in here. It's still warm. This nigga done lost his mind. Then he tells me to cook some chicken and macaroni and cheese and vegetables for him and his brother when they return. You blick him twice with the 40 cal. Your brother jumps in, blicks him twice with the 5.56. I'm out of here.